path is more difficult because your calling is higher. Hello everyone, once again, I am Anushree Dash and I identify myself as a Nari. Being a woman every day for me is a struggle for existence, a struggle for survival. Our history showcases many characters going against the odd. Whether it's Sita from Ramayana fighting the patriarchal society, or Rani Lakshmibai becoming a symbol of resistance, or Isma Chugtai, an Urdu novelist, speaking of female sexuality, femininity, and women's rights. Life is all about twists and turns, ups and downs. It's all about dead ends and coming back from those dead ends. Struggle for life starts when we come out of our mother's womb and we face this world, which otherwise looks beautiful, colorful, and simple from outside. But the more you experience, you understand the true reality, the true face of people you are surrounded with. Most of you would agree that India never welcomes girl child. We never welcome girl child in our country. So in many cases, a girl is an unwanted child. Thank God, that was not the case for me. But society will make you feel, oh, she is a girl, she cannot do it. Being a girl, you can never be an individual. You carry the dreams of your parents on your tiny shoulders. You wear the respect of your family, and you speak the language of your forefathers. In simple terms, you can't dream. You can't be yourself. Unlike any middle class or upper middle class family, my parents can think of two options. One is a doctor and second one is an engineer. And we come from that era that if you are a girl, you are more suited to be a doctor. Yes, I tried and failed miserably. It was just like end of the world for me. No future, nothing. Then I thought, I will not sit and cry and moan and think who did what went wrong. I took the charge. And once you take the charge, you lead. I took the charge and then I graduated in my master's from a leading business school with a gold medal. Oh, what a sigh of relief it was. One thing that excites me is that life will go on even if you keep mum. I would have very well kept mum when my then partner told me that you are a useless creature because you are not earning anything at this point of time. What's the use of such brain if you can't earn? I can't feed you 4 square meals a day. Did I keep quiet? I'll come to that. Anyone can have a larger vision when things are going right, when situation is positive, when you have a healthy relationship, when you have handsome salary. But when you face real challenge, whether you go through it or you break down, whether you are standing tall or looking for emotional, financial, physical, mental, spiritual support, I understood that when life pushes you down, the only way is going up. And to cherish that upward journey, I left that house. I left that house which I once used to call my home with a truckload of items and my bag full of self-respect. Stayed in an under construction house, practically with laborers walking during the day and me sleeping in the car in cold and fever without even having hot water to drink. That particular day, I have realized that your very existence is beating the odds. Odds are never against you. Your negative mindset, your self-doubt, your fear is against you. It's always a fight between you and yourself. And you need to stand up for yourself. You need to fight back. And you do that by taking responsibility of your results. You do that by focusing on your strengths as well as weaknesses. You do that by not looking for the entire world to approve of you. You keep on saying that I'm going to do it, I'm going to conquer it. And once you say that, you overcome all the challenges. You simply have to say, I am never going to fail. I am going to rise up. My journey of change has started by then, when I left that house with a mind full of ideas and a handful of positivity. Started my social initiative, my social entrepreneur journey with my brand Adiva. Started working with the weavers and artisans of my state Odisha and started helping them creating a sustainable and valuable livelihood. Stayed in their mud houses, drank from broken cups, lied on floor and understood the value of simplicity in my life. That has helped me value human being more than hefty paychecks, big houses and big cars. It's not easy, it's hard. It's always hard in the beginning, but once you do it hard, you understand its worth. And once you understand the worth, it's done. You are there. My connection with the rural people and tribal people helped me realize that maybe it's not about becoming something. Maybe at times it's about unbecoming everything that is not really you, so that you can be everything what you wish to be on the first place. On the first place, I wish to work for my people. I wish to be a face of change. I wish to make or inspire more change makers like me. With that thought, started my social initiative, Adiva She Vision. With a motto, She for She, and a vision to empower women, started advocating equal rights, equal pay, equal opportunities, and equal respect. In 21st century, we should not be talking about women issues or empowering women, but once you move away from metros and bigger cities, you understand that issues are innumerable. Women are being forced to keep quiet, to undergo societal pressure, to face the taboo, stigma, shame, and they have to keep mum again. While going to these villages, I have understood how health and hygiene of girls are being neglected. How pregnancy is celebrated but menstruation is a closed door affair. It's a taboo thing. That's what led me start an initiative, an open conversation or a dialogue on taboo topics like menstruation, periods, sexual education and adolescent education. With my campaign, Periods Are Normal and I Bleed Red, and my program, Menstrual Awareness and Menstrual Hygiene Management Program, Anandini, which means happiness. I started educating and addressing issues like period poverty, sanitation, cervical cancer, menopause, early pregnancy, PCOD, PCOS, and other adolescent girls' issues. Anandini, as I said, which means happiness, started in a small slum, Girja Toli Basti in Rourkela, Odisha. I'm sure many of you must not be knowing where Odisha is, but now it has reached 4 states, Odisha, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Uttar Pradesh. I have been awarded as the PAD Women of Odisha for creating a social impact with that few national and regional accolades with me. Touched life of 30,000 odd menstruators. Spoken on issues which they can't even speak in their home. Distributed menstrual product every month. Is it an achievement? No. Because this is just the beginning and the journey is long. But when girls, my girls, I call them my girls, when my girls give me a call, when they skip their period and say, Didi, mummy to maregi, par kuch hoga nahi na, I skipped my period. I will call that's an achievement. Nobody can take the happiness of being a change maker when I receive that call. While becoming a Didi, they call me Didi fondly, when becoming a Didi to these girls and sharing lighter moments, I heard someone, a girl saying that there are things which are supposed to happen and will happen. You can't do much about it. You have to deal with it. What has happened to her is a tragedy in my vocabulary, but that's the way of life for many sexual abuse survivors. From there, Sparsh. Sparsh, our sexual abuse prevention program, has seen the dawn of the day. While speaking on sexual cases, sexual abuse cases, I heard people saying, oh, she must have gone through it. Otherwise, who will speak of such sensitive topic? Yes, who will? But do you know, every 3 girls are raped in an hour. Every 5 girls are sexually assaulted every hour. 1,54,526 odd cases are pending since 2018 under POSCO. 95% increase in child pornography during national lockdown, hard period for all of us, I know. And 1.2 million girls are in child prostitution. And the question is, who will? Because we don't speak about the topics which are taboo, which are related to women and child. In India, population, huge population, Every 1 lakh citizen, India has 0.3 psychiatrists, 0.7 psychologists, and 0.07 social workers. Someone standing like this. Does it speak about the odds I'm fighting with every day? Yes, no. While facing such challenging situations, dealing emotionally with people, getting bullying calls at times, then dealing with sexual abuse cases, dealing with survivors, dealing with predators and sexual abusers, sometimes things go really well and sometimes they don't. But during those down moments, whether you just go through or you grow through, that matters a lot. During those down moments, you have to grow through, and that's where growth happens. I can recall my first marathon. It was a hard one, trust me. And the odds again were against me. It was a sari run. Every muscle was aching and my sari was telling me, stop, you cannot do it. You are running in a slow pace. Then I looked straight and told myself, you know, it's like done. And then I was there on the finish line. That day I have understood that the best motivation you can get is not by listening to motivational speakers or influencers, but to listening to your inner voice. That's the best motivation anyone can think of. I'm glad that I continued. I'm glad that I continued because if you see my journey, there are more downs than ups. But during each of those downs, I grew up. Every challenge has given me positivity or taken me to my higher self. I'm glad that I continued because that has given hope to millions of girls out there to dream, to live a life with self-respect and dignity and get rid of the shame, taboo, societal stigma and everything. I am glad that I continued. There are more downs, as I said. If you see me, I am half as skilled as most of you over here. I am half as talented than most of you over here. But one thing that I did right is that I walked. I chased, and I stayed positive till the time I made odds in my favor. And once you made odds in your favor, you are born to rule. It's always you versus you, and you fail when your mind conceives the thought, and you win when your heart believes in it. And if you are believing you can win, then you are born to win. What matters is that it's always a fight between you, your fear, your insecurity, your self-doubt, your negative thought versus you. And you need to fight the odds and you need to win. Are you guys ready to win? It's always good to say, I am bigger. I am bigger than all of this. Are you ready to say, I am bigger than all the challenges in my life? Thank you. Thanks a lot for having me.